those down a little bit. That on. Okay. Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome on in. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. Good afternoon. I'm not really feeling up to driving today, so we're gonna be exploring. I went looking through my achievements and such, and I was like, there's a lot of areas I've actually somewhat mostly been that I don't actually have the achievement for having explored. So I'm like, you know what? It's gonna be a low energy, chill stream today. Basically gonna be flying around some zones, exploring. We might do some questing along the way. Depends. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got planned. Um, I didn't want to start with yabbing for a couple minutes at least, catch everyone up. So, and I also got playing around with something, and I want to kind of show it off and kind of find out how it works. If it works, hopefully it works. So I'll jump us on over here and wait for me to load in. Here we go. Okay. Oh, it helps if I open my camera. Okay. And my lip sync settings have gone to crap again. This frickin' thing. Okay. One quick second. I just love the fact that it's, already just right here. Oh, okay. Alright, now let's put this on here. I'm not too sure why it's not been wanting to work. Should work just fine. Oh, got this a little bit. It might just be done. There, I was not expecting this to be. There's one thing I didn't even think of looking at before I started. But usually it's not too much of a problem. Like I can just kind of go in, click off the microphone, or click something different, and then click back to the microphone, and it works. Apparently not. I wonder. Let's do. I did want to do this in the original outfit, but let's do a quick outfit change back for a second. I don't think it'll work. No, okay. Alright. So we'll just stay with that then. And we'll get that figured out at some point. I'm not gonna worry about it too much right now. It does kind of suck, yes, but it, I guess compared to a lot of things that could be going wrong or gone wrong, it's kind of minor. So, but yeah. Anyway, I got my chat box over here. I basically swapped out the open, just kind of like floating chat I had for an actual overlay. I went and found one that I liked, color wise and stuff, and kind of condensed it and got rid of a bunch of stuff and basically got rid of everything but the chat box, and then brought that over. I tried to size them pretty decently for depending on like what scene we're in. So like our chatting scene here, like to me it looks like an okay size. I like I don't like I don't know if it's too small or anything. Like I guess really it's a matter of can people actually read it, right? Like I know on my screen, my OBS, I can actually see it and it's, clear, right? But if we switch over to like um our YouTube scene here. Hang on, let me just bring something else up real quick. But yeah, like if we switch over to our YouTube, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna move myself down over here, kind of thing. I need to do a little bit of a resize apparently too. Hang on. Ooh. Okay, that's a little bit better. But yeah, like I tried basically do same thing here. So that way, at least people can be like, oh, hey, chat's here. You can see it. You don't have to worry about trying to see like floating text when I'm in random areas that the color just, right, you won't see it. And then if we switch over to like our game, it's probably going to take up a little bit of space. Like, I imagine when it comes to stuff like bags in World of Warcraft, or, I can't really see it being too much of an issue with the mirrors in ATS as long as we're running, like, the mod UI and the small ones. But, like I said, that can be adjusted as we go if we absolutely need to, so. But yeah. So yeah, I got playing around with the chat box. I readed the link for my alerts, so I'm hoping my alerts will actually work for once today, maybe. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah. And then also, freaking, I wanted to update everyone on the truck. My buddy's truck, that I talked about a little bit, and helping him work on. Well, I went out yesterday because we were waiting on a high volume oil pump to come in. So we went out, we got the new pump in. So we went out, got that swapped over finally yesterday. And then went to go start putting everything back together. Alright, like bolt the pan back in, oil pan stuff, right? Because we had to loosen that to get to the one bolt on the pickup tube. So, tighten the pan back up. And I was going to frickin' tighten on the oil cooler spine that goes into the pan. And I frickin' broke the bolts. And I'm like, oh no. Oh, fuck. So, needless to say, ordered new bolts. They should be here tomorrow morning. So, I should be able to head out tomorrow afternoon and go start trying to get some bolts out of an oil pan. I'm pretty sure there's enough poking out, enough threads, as long as we can take the gasket off to actually grab them with like vice grips or something and try and turn them out that way. And I'm really hoping that works because that'll make everything so much easier. It means we literally would just have to unscrew them, put the gasket back on, put the new bolts in, and just make sure I don't tighten them down as much. Like, get them snug, like, no leak or anything, but make sure I don't freaking break them. Because the worst part is with these bolts, they're freaking like almost specialty bolts kind of thing. So they're like 14, 15 bucks a piece. And then, yeah, having to get both of them, like, that's 30 bucks for 2 bolts. And it's like, okay, that's a little ridiculous. Makes me glad that my truck is freaking almost 50 years old and doesn't need too much, if any, fancy stuff. So, and that's another thing. I gotta remember to grab the battery charger from them. like I said I was going to, so I can frickin' put the Ford battery on the charger. Hopefully charge it back up enough to the point I can start it at least a few times and try and actually, keep it idling. Because, I mean, really the worst part is, with all the nice weather we've been getting, it's actually the best time to do it. Oh, pardon me. Sorry about that. Oh, sip of coffee for a second. Oh, okay, that's better. Alright. But, yeah, no, like I was saying, the plan is to hopefully get the Ford battery charged up a bit so I can actually get it started and then get it idling. And then once I can get it idling and actually running decently and enough that I can move it, I can freaking plan stuff with my dad's friend and take it out to his place, and we can do stuff. We can do like the floor, and depending on what else has to be done, we might do a couple other things out there. I'm not sure yet. But it's definitely going to be a little bit of an adventure taking it out on the frickin' gravel, because it's not the comfiest ride, but that's what happens when you get a one-ton dually that only has leaf springs in the back and a couple shocks in the front. And there's one shock I still need to replace in the front. I got one side done, but I didn't get the other side done. So, that's on the to-do list. But I guess before I get yabbing for too long, we should probably get this fired up here. Alright, let's get fired up. It'll only take a second. Hopefully. And here's hoping we don't lag out too bad while it's firing up. Alright. There we go. And put in. Perfect. Okay. Alright, let's jump back in here. I was kind of already in a bit earlier today, doing some exploring and stuff. I was scrolling YouTube and I found a video for some of the pre-patch stuff, and I was like, not the pre-patch, the new race that's coming in with Midnight. And then of course there was a little short after that they had like pinned on their end screen, and it's like, yeah, get this achievement before Midnight launches. Like, get this Midnight achievement before Midnight launches. And I was like, what? And I mean, it's like a 2-minute long short, so I'm like, okay, well, let's take a look for a second. And it's literally just, you go out to the world trees that are around the world, right? Like, you got one in Darkshore, one in Hyjal, one in Dragon Isles, one in Belshara, and I'm pretty sure there's one more. There is one more, but I don't quite remember where it is. But yeah, you basically, you go find an NPC that's a member of the new race that's coming in that I cannot remember and cannot pronounce really for the life of me. But basically you go, you find 5 of them, you talk to them, you interact with them, and then once you do that, you get the achievement. And yeah, so it's just basically a nice little thing. You just run around a couple spots in the world and talk to someone, and some of them are a little tricky to get to. Like the one in the Dragon Isles definitely screwed with me a little bit because of how just high up it is. Like it's like high up in the tree, like canopy kind of thing. So if you're going for it, it's definitely one thing to keep in mind. Um, if you have add-ons or like Curse Forge and stuff like that to get add-ons, Tom is a really good one for that because you can just type in the coordinates and it'll just gives you a waypoint right to it. But I guess before I yab on too much, I should jump us on in here. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. It basically covers the entire bottom almost. Yeah, that's okay. Like I said, it's something we can definitely work around and other stuff. And I mean, it is really just on the stream overlay, so definitely something that can be dealt with. But yeah, no, after I went around, did the world tree stuff, that's when I looked and I was like, you know, I don't actually, this is the achievement right here. Mourn just their roots. Listen to the stories of the pioneer, I think is what it actually is. I might not have butchered it too bad. But there's 5 of them that came up to the surface seeking the world trees. Basically, you just run around and talk to all of them, get your achievement. But yeah, but to being in exploration, I was like, well, you know, I'm a little low on exploration. Like, I've got a few. Like, I've got the basic ones. But, you know, there's other stuff like Pandaria, Draenor. Draenor I'm actually working on right now, since we're in Tannan Jungle. So, we're just gonna finish that out, or... Am I in... Yeah, I'm in the right expansion. Yeah. Easy way to find out. Yep, I'm in the right expansion. But yeah, I basically, it's just been fly around, uncover areas. I've been trying to get this one, but it doesn't want to go for me. Now watch. How much do I bet? Because I'm on stream, and we're just probably gonna go straight down. It'll work. Oh. Okay, let's make sure we don't get stuck in a hole. But yeah, no, like, I would like to get this area discovered. At least get it checked off. But I can't seem to find the right spot to actually get it to activate. Okay. But yeah, this is pretty much the fun I've been having all day. Go in different areas. Hopefully get it to change the name of the area so I can discover it. I mean, at least one bonus to the older area. I'm not too worried if anything decides it wants to attack me. Because, well, I'm double the level. I just wish it would actually give me the freaking thing. I mean, like, that I can come back if I have to, but I really want to. This is probably another area I should... Oh. According to this... Oh, there we go. I was not expecting that map to be completely uncovered already, but... That's okay. I know there's definitely more areas to discover. Like, I haven't even been out to Nagrand really at all. I don't know. That up real quick for a second. Okay. Let's make the cap not quite as big. Make it a little bit easier to get across. Oh, seriously? Oh, you... I just needed to fly out this way, eh? Okay. Okay. Down a little bit. Maybe one thing we'll have to do today while we're out exploring a whole bunch of stuff, we'll friggin' take a look at where some of the rare hunter pets and stuff are and see if we can find a few more of those. Because I know there's a few out there I still want. And I went looking and apparently I have one I need to reobtain because I for some reason have lost it. But that one's easy. I know how to get to it. That's just a simple walk in and hopefully it spawned. And if it's not the one spawned, usually it's the other one. Like there's two rare pets there. When we eventually get there, most hunters, if you know who I'm talking about, you'll definitely know it when you see it. But basically we need to go into the Molten Front. And then from there we can basically find out if it spawned, if it didn't spawn. think that's pretty much it for mainland Shadow Moon. Let's head out over here. I wonder what they did with this, because this in Burning Crusade I do believe is Netherwing Ledge. That's where you get these guys. I love these freaking drakes. Even if they are freaking like 20 years old, they're still real nice. I like them. Like, I've even got a lot of rare stuff. Heavenly Onyx Cloud Serpent, although that was kind of a cheat way of getting that because they brought the boss in for the anniversary event. For like my Phosphorescent Stone Drake, the basically the Cataclysm version of the Time Lost Proto Drake. That was, I call it essentially a pure fluke. For that guy, basically I was running Stone Core to get the other one, to get the blue one. And I come out the dungeon, but you're not getting them out. And I find Anax literally just like floating right there, just off to my left. And I was like, oh, no freaking way. Okay, hang on, let me check my achievements real quick. Isle of Shadows. Where's the Isle of Shadows? Is that the Isle of Shadows? Okay. Where is it? This little one out here. Maybe? You know, that would kind of make sense now. Yep, okay. There we go. Okay, Shadow Moon is done. Just head this way. And the Spires of Rack. We're actually gonna keep going up here. Okay. That's that one. We'll just run through, we'll do a quick little loop and we'll see what else we catch on that. Oh. Let's make sure we keep some momentum here so we don't just fall out the freaking sky. I will say the old style of flying is a little bit better for that because you can just hit a button and just let it go. Right, like you don't have to keep your momentum, you don't have to keep moving. You can literally just like, what is it? I think it's hit your number lock. If you have a, well, I think mine's like 100% keyboard. So I've got like the numpad, arrows, freaking everything. But that was just because I wanted one. Wanted a full keyboard because, especially with ATS and other stuff, I might have a button box and, you know, like a joystick and other stuff that I can use that has buttons, but there is some stuff it's a lot easier to just like map it to like a number or something. What's this? Oh, that's nothing to worry about. See notification pop up and it's like, did my freaking alerts not work again? Nope. Something completely different. We're good. Alright. Just get a little bit of speed here. And we're kind of just gonna follow the little line here. And it should actually fill in a whole bunch of stuff as we go. Oh, okay. I think it's literally just like one spot over here. Oh, that probably too. You gonna kick in? No, maybe. Okay. Narrow path. That's the new one. Oop. Okay. Spirited rack. The only one we have left is grinding wire. Where is that? Or is that literally like where we are? And I just haven't quite found the right spot. Very, very possible. Nest of the Raven Speakers, okay. Man. Okay. Down. Need to figure out where this mire is. I also want to go take a look over here real quick. I see that. I see you sitting over here. Now, the question is, how high is he flying? Like, am I on top of him, or is he above me? Weird. Alright. I'm not too worried about it. I'm still more curious as to where this mire is. No, there you are. Okay, well, he's definitely, not where the marker is. Okay. I guess we should probably follow the name of it for a second. Is there any place right there? Hmm. Oh, no, never mind. Okay. I'm going crazy. Losing my mind. Thought I saw something that wasn't there. True iron there. Don't mind if I do. Works to being a miner. It's actually useful for me. And, oh god, my Draenor mining is horrible. My Draenor mining is at 6. Apparently I need to do lots of Draenor mining. Like, apparently, like, really bad. I would really just like to find the mire. And then we'd be done. Like, if I actually have to look this up. Oh, no, that's something else. And lots of other spots. It can actually make me friggin' look it up, isn't it? Oh, I missed. There's something else out there. I don't think it's what I'm looking for, but there is something there. Yeah. Oh, my head's probably in the way. One second here. I will start over real quick and curve myself down a little bit. At least this way it's not quite as bad. Still not great. Definitely need to do a little bit of altering with the chat box. Definitely feel a little crowded, but minor details. Okay. Okay. Where is it? This is kind of bugging me now. Do I need to go up kind of thing? I'm not sure. Oh, I don't get it. Okay. Okay, you know what? You know what? I'm not fighting with it. Doesn't matter. Okay, where? Glasses. That's not helpful. Okay, that's okay. That's basically what we're okay. Yeah. There should be. You know, somewhere, right? It should be like right in here kind of thing. Unless I'm supposed to take like a cave or something? Because at some point, there's supposed to be like mushrooms and other such. And it should be, whoop. I do believe this right here. There we go. There we go. I kind of wish I would have known these guys were out here when I came in, tamed mine. Wonder what else is out here. I do know my dad sent me a video of one of the newer Hydras. I think it's one of the newer bosses, I think. Actually being tameable now, so might have to give that one a go too, depending. Depends on where it is, if it is a boss. That could make things a little difficult. Hmm. Well, that's not a bad looking cat. Okay, where do I have to go here for this to kick in? Yeah, why not? We get. Oh, we got a toy from that. Oh, that's cool. Hmm, not bad. I was definitely not expecting to get a random little toy from that. Another trick of trying to... That would be a named pet to name. Especially considering I think most of the pets nowadays keep their names once you tame them. Okay. It'd be really great if this would actually just kick in for me. Yeah, there's gotta be something over here. Something I'm missing. Oh, there we go. I just wasn't over far enough, apparently. And, well, I guess one bonus to Nagran being right here. Doesn't take long for us to get in. Now, kind of curious as to what all we're gonna find running around here. Because from what I've heard before, there's usually some not too bad stuff running around here to tame. I saw it. Where'd it go? There we go. I don't think it was an important one for the achievement, but still good to get discovered. And if we take right and we go this way. Well, alright. No.
hoping this one will just go nice and smooth. We just kind of get everything right off the bat. Okay, we're just gonna finish the circle here. Oh, and that's even the general one. Oh, nice. Although we're not actually done. It's alright. This shouldn't take too much. Just do a quick little swoop in here. And then finish this off. See, I already had Frostfire. And we're run. Well, it's literally just this little bit here, and we are actually completely done. Well, completely done with Draenor, I should say. Okay. Unintentional landing in the hidden camp, but it doesn't. Hey, it works. Alright, so. Exploration, we got Draenor. And everything in Pandaria except the Veil. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. We'll head back. Head over to Pandaria. Get that done, because that's one of the next smaller ones. And while we're doing that, I'm going to quickly plug my phone in here. Now that thing's actually charging the way it should be. That just means I'm not expecting to see it doing much anytime right away. Oh, hey, yeah. This is a pet my dad was telling me about. From the new one that's tameable. So, I'll have to take a look and see where we can get them. I don't actually know. Need. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Gotta love the cities for that. Definitely a little bit laggy. Yeah, Pandaria's up here, okay. Good, good. I couldn't remember if it was actually like up top or if it was in the bottom level. Alright. Yeah, so far, according to the achievements, I've got the Veil of Eternal Blossom done. That's about it. So, as for how filled in everything else actually is, I'm not too sure. Find out in a second when it wants to load. Yeah, definitely haven't been out here for a bit. The worst part is, I should be coming out here more. There's a lot of mountains out here I still need. Okay, before I get too far. Oh, no, don't need that. Oh yeah, like, I'm... Okay. If that's the case. Like, I thought I had it almost. I didn't realize I was actually, like, pretty much done. So, it makes it kind of easy. We'll just go around and freaking do a quick little fly on the bottom and we should be good to go. And alright. There we go. Nice and easy. Yeah, I think a good chunk of these are definitely gonna be, mostly done. Yeah. Turtle Beach, good. Cove. Quick little check here. Really haven't forgotten or missed anything. Yeah, more discovered. Yeah, I should be able to keep going here. Let's quickly do a little flyover up here. What? Okay. Okay. Where do we gotta go here? There we go. Okay. It's over here. And start chase it down. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Worst comes to worst, we'll just keep flying for a bit until we actually get it. Definitely was having a moment of, is this even still actually in the Crash Ring Wilds? No, I do not believe it was. Yeah, that one's done. So this should, theoretically, technically, be the last one. Okay. Apparently snapped my neck to have a friggin' drink of coffee. Great. Ooh. Oops. I didn't keep momentum going. We fell out of the sky for a second. Yeah, I also want to run over and take a look and see if Warban's here. Just pretty sure you get mount from them too. And I'm pretty sure that's one I don't have. I'm sure you did. Oh yeah, some. Oh, what's up? I'm not worried about it. All good. We came out originally for Discovery. It was basically just going to be an extra, so I'm not horribly worried. And worst comes to worst, I know the Pandaria rares don't have that horribly long of a respawn timer. So, the worst comes to worst, we can always go back and sit and wait a few minutes for it to respawn. But, like I said, I'm a little more focused on getting the map filled in. Just because it'd be nice to have a map filled in, right? It's kind of like when we're playing Ark, right? Like, once you get the map filled in, getting around and everything is just so much easier. Skyrim. Marshes. Okay, there can't be much of anything left. Okay, where would... It's up here. Let's go do a quick run up along the mountain. See if that helps. I don't think it's anything down here I've forgotten. Yeah, this is back up where I was. Okay. I think this is probably exactly what we had to do. Pools. Okay, there we go. And okay, this might be part of Kunlai. I'm not too sure. Holy crap, there's a freaking quest I can turn in right here? Alright, well, I guess I might have to do that while we're out here too. Oh, Siege of Orgrimmar. Oh, that's why. Having run Siege of Orgrimmar before. And that. I think it's probably up. I figured that looks good. Excuse me.
Pandaria welcomes you. Dear Emperor, it is done. The darkness that you once struggled against has been purged from Pandaria.
Okay, I was not expecting a cutscene at all.
Such a terrible cost.
Do not despair the damage that was done here. You triumphed over the darkness I had locked away. You have shown Pandaria the power of a true hero. But the question still remains, why do we fight? I trust you have learned to fight out of fear or anger is to fight
Yeah, apparently I forgot something along the way, because I was definitely not expecting a cutscene for just turning a random quest in.
Thank you, Emperor. Thank you.
Okay. Well, y'all can have fun with that. I'm gonna go back to trying to fill out my map here. I just wanted to turn that in real quick. Okay. don't think there's anything in the gate. I think we got a little bit on the other side of the gate. Hmm. Weird. Okay. I don't know why it's not wanting to go actually kick in. I really hope we're not gonna have another freaking look it up situation. That would really suck. This is making no sense. And I got the lake. Hmm. This is weird. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'll just quickly run over and... Okay, apparently we don't have to run all the way over. I mean, still gonna run over real quick, because it's not hard, like it's right there. There's him, okay. That's that done. Okay, let's just double check here. Okay, Greenland, Jade Wastes. Next question, where? Greenland. There we go, okay. That's just an arc. Come on. Like, I definitely have to give the skywriting the fact that it's good for speed, but it's pretty much about it. I mean, really, when you look at it, other than the speed, and I mean, even nowadays, it's not even that much more of a difference. Because they went through and they upped the speed on the old ones. So now they're doing almost the same thing that these are speed-wise. But you don't gotta worry about friggin' doing the skywriting, right? There we go. There's our Pandaria. Okay. Guess before we get too far into the next zone, first we're gonna hearth home. Okay then. What do we have for 40? Yeah. Yeah, good, close enough. Good enough for me to call it for a break. I'm gonna go sneak out for half a smoke real quick. Go finish my smoke. Wake myself back up a little bit. Cause, yeah, unfortunately I didn't get very much sleep at all last night, so I've been kind of like half dead today. It was almost kind of like what happened Friday, except I'm somehow still standing and still functioning. What do we got? Broken Isles. Legion BFA, Shadowlands. That's another one I'm surprised I actually haven't done. Being I've actually quested through Shadowlands. Alright, well, just keep going in order then. These I'm not worried about Midnight, because well, we can't do that one yet. Okay, progress. So basically in the whole process of going through this, we'll frickin' get the other one done. Okay, so basically, we need to go to our order hall. And go from there. Well, I think the best way to do that is this guy. Should have thought about it first. Could have saved us a frickin' hearth, but oh well. I am not too worried about it. Right, and oh, I need my phone for that. Okay. I can just go back and spot. Should be okay for the next little bit. I hope it's enough battery to last for a bit. It should be. This one. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be kind of productive here. Well, okay, I don't have any of them. No. Okay. So, that's the case. Let's do this a little smart then. Well, we go and we sneak off for a quick break here. I'm gonna set it. Basically. Okay, I thought so. It's farthest distance from where we are, so it should give us time to go for a break and then come back. And then we can jump in, start flying around. I know these ones shouldn't be too bad with them all being clumped together. So, with that, I'm gonna since there I'm on a flight. And I'll flip us over here to our break time. And turn music back up, and we'll see everyone in about 5-ish minutes.
Okay, alright. It's back. A little bit more awake now, so we should be good to go. Oh, sorry about that, but like I said, I was freaking stone freaking tired pretty much. Like, I'm kind of surprised I'm freaking still going, but minor details. I'll go for another little bit here at least before I decide to call it. But with that being said, let's jump back in here. Make sure we're not AFK. Alright, and we got a little bit to do, so it's not too bad. Alright, well, let's get friggin' to it. Right up here, grab this. Whoop. Make sure we don't actually hit the mountain here. Oh, it's down here. Oh, someone already got him. Alright, that's High Mountain. I had a feeling High Mountain wouldn't take too much, just because, you know, the Hunter Order Hall is in High Mountain. Alright, and head back to Balshara, even though I was literally just here earlier. Right around, I think it's like right here. The, is the Pioneer NPC for that achievement. Oops. I don't want to be flagged for PvP, just hang on, let me get through here. Oh, yeah, a little crossover spot kind of here. Okay. Head over here. 'Cause I'm feeling this is spots we're gonna need. And those. Patience work done. So I think we're literally just a little reef here. Yeah.
so nice when it friggin' most of it done. Just getting a few last little things. And over here. Oh yeah, okay, those would count for Sarmar. Okay. I see, I see. So, is this actually part of Sarmar still? I think so. Let's cover that. Go. Yeah, this is one area I never really got to. Like, even in the Legion remix, I didn't really get too far in Sarmar.
The sacred peace at Telenor is broken by harpy and spirit alike. Restore the tranquility that my people's ancestors deserve.
Okay.
Shal'Dorei flees Suramar as Elisand's forces advance through the Crimson
And this actually like discovered.
escape the city.
Like, I absolutely get they want you to get like the main ones so you can get the achievement, but it's like there's still freaking stuff here to get. Demon, okay. Demons. Alright. I don't know if I'm gonna get it completely, but I got the achievement, so that's all I'm really looking for. That's those three done. That's basically just pick a left or a right. So screw it, we'll go left and then we'll go across. And this one we're looking at more. South end. Okay.
The Temple of a Thousand Lights teems with spirits gone mad. You should remind them to behave.
No? That one's okay. Well, kind of nice that it just gave it to me entirely. Oh, okay, there we go. We are good on that one. Let's actually go this way. Then we can go down the aisle real quick. And then the Eye of Ajara. It actually gave me the whole thing. Alright then. That makes it easy. There's fatigue out here. Seriously? Don't go to a spot where there isn't fatigue. Like little bits of fatigue zones. It's not bad. To deal with. Oh, come on. There we go. Well, the areas are definitely a little more packed together, which is nice. But there's always so much more little stuff. Mm, yeah, we'll just keep going this way. We'll go around. Yeah, perfect. Jordan. Alright, this is gonna be a fun one to try and get to. And then hold here. That kind of works out.
Burning Legion dares to assault Stormheim. Remove their foul presence from this land, champion.
Where? Okay.
Glory shall be yours.
There we go. Okay. Oh. Put that back on the phone there.
Time to deliver a message to the Legion. Send this one back in pieces.
Okay, come on. There we go. Okay. Ready to go. Oh. Okay. Not worried then. If he would have actually been like blend in and standing there already? Okay. Sure. Good. Too worried about that.
Stormheim. Do not allow a single demon to remain.
Okay. And then over here, I think we'll be it for Stormheim. I think. I might be wrong. Us? Okay. Okay, that's High Mountain and Darmar kind of deal. Trying to think of where the last little spot. Right down here. How much you want to bet? Right here. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Where is it? Alright. Well, on a little bit of a hunt, we're going then. We'll fly up this way first, but we'll go around and then come back.
Greymane's forces hold this Warden Tower! Break their ranks! Show no mercy!
We off the north coast? Like... Yeah, find another cove, but not quite what we're looking for. Okay, come on. Just kind of bugging me a little bit now. Especially because I have just the one little freaking area. Okay, check down here. Okay. Is there anywhere in here that's entirely uncovered? Idea. Okay, where in the crap is this freaking spot? Tree. This is a bit. I don't know. This might be it. Weird. go check out down here real quick. Usually it doesn't take this much, but apparently today it wants to.
Do you feel the change in the wind? Beware the deep places of the earth.
Well, definitely have to say, I'm having the best time trying to find it. Oh, it's actually okay. Well, you know what? I don't mind doing a quick little run up a statue. Okay, maybe not. Something tells me we're missing something. As for what, I have no idea. So, I'm not too concerned about it. Alright, well, I guess if that's the case. Okay, how the crap do you spell this? Dwergroth. Am I literally right freaking by it? I know if I pull this up. The one picture and stuff looks like. Okay, we'll swap it. We'll go with this. Okay, that's better. It's on Eastern Coast. Basically, it should be a little very cool thing. A little village almost kind of deal. But not quite. Being like, great. Oh, yeah. Teaching Bay. So we're in the right area. Yep. That's what I thought. As soon as it told me the frickin' coast, I was like, it's probably in the one frickin' gap, isn't it? Yep. Okay, so that's Broken Isles. BFA, I'm not really too right now. Shadowlands, we can run through and do really quick. And then after we do that, I think we'll probably end for the day. We could save the Battle for Azeroth stuff for later. just in case. I know there's some areas I can't probably quite go yet, so at least with Shadowlands, I know I can get into the areas. So we'll do a quick hearth back to Orgrimmar, head up to the portal, jump in. I don't think it should be too much to have to discover to get Shadowlands done. But should at least kill the next little bit for us to get to a somewhat decent like stream today, and then we can end and raid out. Okay. If I remember right, the portal for Oribos should be up top. I mean, if not, worst comes to worst, we just have to go down. Oh yeah, no. Right here. Alright. Quick teleport out there. There, come on. Should have no issues with this. I know it's probably been a bit since I've actually been out to frickin' Shadowlands, but... Oh, baby. Oh. Oh. Yep, frickin'... Hopefully she gets some decent sleep tonight. Frickin' hope so. Okay. Let me load in here for a second. And one nice thing about having frickin' actually like quested through it is I should actually still have pretty much all the flight points to get out there. Oh, we're gonna have a leg moment, are we? Here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna hold for a sec. Let it finish getting some of this stuff in. So far, I can't really see anyone else. But I know there's people. A crapload of people. Gotta love time walking.
Welcome to the Eternal City.
Alright, where do we want to go first? Come on, can I... not zoom back out without exiting?
Purpose guide you.
Okay, well if that's the case then... we're just gonna... start at the bottom, we'll work our way up. Yeah, at least one decent thing. They're nice and small areas, at least compared to most of the areas we've been doing. So, they should go pretty quick, and then we can just do a quick flight path across to the next one, because of course we gotta deal with this. So, it shouldn't take us horribly long. At least I'm hoping not. And okay. Yeah, like we've got maybe a few areas, like we just do basically one loop and we're good to go. I know it probably seems kind of counterproductive to basically fly in and then turn around and just take off from the ground. Oh, okay, if he's going for it, it's all good. Yeah, well, I'll say people definitely do crap on Shadowlands and stuff, but I mean, honestly, like it's not horrible. Like, definitely not like a good or great expansion, but you know, it's not the most horrible thing. I found it was actually pretty decent to quest through somewhat quickly. And because like you'd get in, you'd do your little quest chain for the area and everything, and then you'd move on to the next one. And of course, before you even know it, you're freaking almost max level.
Walker, a few of my hunters are on patrol in Mistvale Tangle. It might do well for their morale if you were to accompany them.
Sorry, dude. I'm basically going to a loop back, and we're heading to the next area.
Of night is being overrun by Spriggan invaders. Become my avatar, mortal. Cleanse this ground with tooth and claw.
Okay, well, if that's the case, I don't think we really gotta worry about that. So let's get ourselves out of here, and we'll go to the next one.
Stay. Listen. Farewell.
Alright. Get up there, and then from there, we'll hop over, we'll do Revendreth really quick, and then we'll go up, we'll do Maldraxxus, and then that should be it for Shadowlands, and then we have time. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. Oh, sorry about that. That's much needed stretch. But just under a few hours, so we will probably call her after we're done Shadowlands. at least put a good decent chunk into having all the areas explored, everything else like that. So it's basically just gonna matter of how quickly can we finish off the last couple areas. Cause yeah, no, after seeing what Ironweald was like, it's like I imagine I'll probably have a decent chunk in a few of these. Alright, Starboss, and that's gonna go around the ring and the next gate. And up to Bastion we go. It would definitely be nice if it was a little faster. But for the fact that we can't fly other than this from Oribos. Sorry, I had a cat decide I want to jump up behind me. It's like, okay, nope, not on top of the chair. And holy crap, my alerts are working. Thank you, Pinky Rose, for the follow. Welcome in. How's it going? No, I'm not doing too bad. I'm just doing some exploring. Oh, thank you. Very much appreciated. Okay. How much do we have to do? Okay, it's not too bad. Yeah. Doing good. Just watching the stream. That's awesome. Hope you've been enjoying the running around outside. It's been a little quiet. Like I said, a little bit dead today, so not quite up to where I usually am. That's why I wanted to do just a nice chill day to sit back and relax, finish off some stuff that I have yet to finish. And then yeah, I went looking at my achievements and I was like, oh, well, that's something that's nice and easy to do. So that's where the whole exploring and exploration thing started. As for Discord, I don't usually end up using Discord. I honestly tend to forget I have Discord, so usually a better way to talk to me and other stuff is actually through the Instagram that I have linked. At least it should be linked. I hope it's still linked. I haven't taken it out. Yeah, I know I need to get better when it comes to the Discord, but I keep fighting with it and I just say screw it. And I'm like, nope. Done with it for now. Go back to it eventually. Someone. Here we go. Okay. That one's done. Definitely love it. This is not taking long. Okay, Playmaster is right in front of me. Okay, so that's Ironweald done, Bastion done. Let's run over to Revendreth. And then we'll go up and hit Maldraxxus. And I think that's it, because I don't think I have to do the Maw. No, it's just Revendreth, Maldraxxus. Okay. Yeah, that'll finish that one. Midnight one we can't do yet because that's not out yet. Northern. There, turn around, broken out. Okay, so that's everything. Basically up to before Shadowlands. Okay. So once we hit the BFA one, we'll actually get our Universal Explorer and actually get our title for an Explorer. Well, that won't be bad. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not changing the title. There's a reason I have the title. This is where streaming and everything, the name, this is where it came from. So, yeah, that's definitely not getting changed. Okay. Man, well, flying, perfect time. Take a sip of coffee or freaking drink, whatever you got. Because it'll still take a minute. Because this is basically just to get back to Oribos, and then we still have to go at the gate on the other side. And I do believe we're going straight across. So yeah, that should be Ardenweald. The one we came out of was Bastion, Ravendreth. And then... oh, Madrax is over there. Okay, green one. I was about to be like, hang on a second. I know I've played through Maldraxxus. I was not a fan of it. Like, if you go in with, like, a melee class, okay, that's different. Maldraxxus is kind of built for melee classes. But me being a hunter main, and at the time when Shadowlands was out, my second was a druid, so I ended up in Ardenweald for both. Well, at least when it came to the Covenant. So, but when you went through questline, just to level up and everything, you had to go through all 4 areas, and... okay, what do we... oh, crap, okay, well, this is not gonna take long at all. 1 second. Let's get ourselves going here. Because if this is the only area, that makes doing Revenge super quick. But with all the quest chain and everything, they did pretty good with, you know, getting you through most of it.
Many within the Chalice district are still loyal to Denathrius. We cannot allow them to gather and grow. Head into their ward and show them the strength of Sinfall.
Okay.
Muck pools are the ideal place to
That's
dredge up new
that
treasures,
one.
amongst other things.
Do a quick little cruise around in case. Apparently somewhere I have missed something. As for where, I have no idea. Okay. Running around, I'm gonna get it at some point. I know that. It's just a matter of going till we do. Alright. Or is it literally the fact of gotta come out here too? Hmm. Weird, weird. Okay. Oh. I went a little too far. My bad.
The Fearstalker's Hopebreakers left these souls to rot. Please remedy this plight.
Okay. Try this again. Yeah, what is he got going on here, buddy? Why does it not wanna... It's this one right here, isn't it? Okay.
The Venthyr, who were supposed to absolve these souls, are driven mad by the light. Return the neglected souls to my collector.
Okay, this one goes fire. Yeah, Chad. Butterfly, Redfall, Ruin, Kirsty. Okay, so apparently we have a couple spots left.
Now bleed you dry.
No pause.
Even all these years later, you still... Oh. Okay. So don't go through the gate. Go over the gate. I did not think all these years later he would actually still frickin' grab people and toss them back the other way. Okay, maybe we just needed to follow this. So far, I think that's 2 out of the 3 I needed. Apparently, we're just not gonna go on the wall. Okay, I'm pretty sure the last one was a banner of some sort. So it means... Look, they're a house, castle kind of thing.
The Tithe Lord and his sycophants greedily demand tithe from the village ward. Let us take our own toll.
I'll say this is...
Rebuke the lies of the accuser and her traitors.
Turn it back a little bit. Like, we're so freaking close. Oh, we already got the freaking... Okay, so... Witherfall Ruin. nature ramparts. That's another one, but not one we need. Where the crap? Oh, there we go. Finally. Okay, now that that's freaking done, we can head up to the last area finally. Let's go. Oh, excuse me. Oh, God damn. Yeah, I'm definitely probably gonna sleep freaking good tonight. And I'm not entirely out of coffee yet, so. Okay. Apparently the in-between's having a little bit of issues right now. God damn, that was frickin' bright. And, oh. Yeah, it's gonna have to take a second to actually load stuff in. I kinda figured as much. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we went through Ouroboros. We're already on the other side going to Maldraxxus, so. We got the hard part out of the way. Well, the in-between's sparking right now, that's good. Okay, how bad is Maldraxxus? Okay, it's not horrible. There's a little bit more than the other areas that we have to uncover, though. But I'm not horribly worried about that. Nice thing about being able to literally just fly over. And with this being more melee classes, stuff like that, it's a little more open, too. Oh. Okay, let's... There we go. I was gonna say, you can put me down now. It's all good. Apparently, we already finished loading stuff in, though. Oh, but this way. Okay. Here we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Now come up this way and do a loop up kind of thing. Down. And as we come down, we'll come over.
Sentries from the House of Rituals keep this area under observation. They will find no secrets here. Destroy them.
Spies. Good. And then we're literally just gonna keep going. Do a little right curve, and this should, hopefully, actually give us everything. Hoping it does. If not, we gotta do a little bit more flying. There we go. Perfect. Jaxus, Shadowlands. Oh, oh, okay. Apparently that's a little much of an angle. Okay. Oh, oh, wrong button. Grimjet, Jaxus, Bastion. Oh, there is one for them all. Where it is, okay. I didn't need those to get the Shadowlands, so I'm not too worried about it at the moment. Like I said, that gives us a chance to leave off with just the BFA stuff left before Midnight comes out, beginning of March. Basically, is it February 4th? So, you got just less than a month. Because it comes out, I do believe, March 2nd. So, yeah, but that's where I'm gonna call it for the day. I've been frickin' somehow sitting here managing to stay awake. I don't know how, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna switch us over here real quick while I get this game shut down. Because, well, unfortunately, my computer likes to be a pain in the butt sometimes. And will frickin' oh, that's why it stopped. Okay, never mind. All good. I find sometimes if I end stream and raid out before I actually shut the game down or anything, when I go to shut the game down, it just kind of causes my whole computer to freeze for like 5 minutes. So, to save the issue, I just swap over to the chatting scene real quick, shut the game down, and then basically while I get the raid set up here, we'll flip us on over to our thanks for coming and everything. Get this going, at least set up a little bit first. I already have an idea of who I'm raiding out to, so I just want to do a double check here. Okay, I thought so. Alright. Oh, Actually, hang on. Right, already twice the last time. Let's go. Actually, yeah, why not? We haven't raided Lion Malicious in a while, so I'm gonna leave everyone with Lion Malicious. I'm gonna call her for a day, like I said. It's on over here. Okay. Alright. Start raid, get that going. Okay, everyone. I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Thanks to everyone who stopped by. It's greatly appreciated. Like I've said before, we are on the road to affiliate, so any follows and everything is always greatly appreciated. I will not be back tomorrow. I will be back on Friday. You know, sticking to schedule here. So, should be about 2 p.m.-ish on Friday kind of thing. Hoping maybe around the same time I went live today, like 15 minutes early. But we'll see how it goes. See how much sleep and stuff I get tonight and how much crap I have to do with the truck tomorrow to get that fixed and done and dealt with. But yeah, with that being said, thanks again everyone for joining. We'll talk to y'all on Friday. Have a good night or day wherever you are. And let's go show some love and support to Lion Malicious. Alright guys, see you later.